Greetings from MahaMTB. I am Chandrasekhar Nene. I analyze international geopolitics. Along with me is Mr. Harshad, who is doing the videography. We want to bring to you today the current status of Pakistan, which is actually on the verge of disintegration. And why? Let us go into the reasons of that. Pakistan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, was very vocal and he was very much in glee telling that they are the ones who got Taliban into Afghanistan. And that's the truth. They actually supported Taliban all along within their borders. They pushed Taliban into Afghanistan, and all the cruelty and terrorist tactics of Taliban are being practiced in Afghanistan as we talk. Now, Pakistan, why it wanted to do that? Because Pakistan always considered Afghanistan territory, it's a huge territory, as their living space. In case of Indian attack being very sharp and very harsh, Pakistan's total width is 300 to 400 kilometers. Indian army can actually slice through Pakistan within a matter of days. Such a thing, if it happens, Pakistani army needed a place to go, run and find refuge, and Afghanistan was their natural place of refuge. That's why they always wanted a government in Afghanistan which is supportive to their initiatives, which is supportive to Pakistan policies. So they got their wish, they got Taliban implemented there, established there, and the world over Imran Khan started saying Taliban is good, Taliban is not the bad Taliban of earlier, please support Taliban, please support Taliban. While this was happening, what was happening inside Pakistan? Taliban also has an arm within Pakistan. It is called TTP, Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan, which means Movement of Taliban in Pakistan. What is the declared aim of TTP is to separate the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa or the northwest frontier province of Pakistan from Pakistan and merge it with Afghanistan. That is, clean up the Durand line. In aid of that, they create lots of terrorist incidents within Pakistan. So they are virtually fighting Pakistani army all the time, army, police, rangers, everyone. Now these Taliban, Pakistan thought once they control the Taliban of Afghanistan, they will in turn control the TTP. Taliban of Afghanistan has said TTP is your problem, it's none of our problem, they are not under our control. Because Taliban also wants the same thing. Taliban has declared that Durand line removal is one of their targets. Right from 1867, that is the target of Afghanistan people, the Pakhtun or the Pashtun people. Now what has happened, this TTP has created lots of incidences. One of the incidences, if you remember, about a couple of months back, there is a dam called Dasu Dam, which is on the river Sindh, Indus River, in the province of Kohistan in Pakistan, in the northwest frontier provinces. Koh means a big mountain. Kohistan is a very mountainous terrain, and Sindhu flows through a gorge there. That is where they want to put a dam and put a tidal power station, blah blah blah. China is their helping hand in there. Pakistan has no engineers, no nothing, no infrastructure. Somebody has to come and build it for them. So China had come there. Now 7 of China's engineers with 2 other support people were murdered by TTP. Couple of months back, 7 China engineers were murdered, and now Chinese government has asked a compensation for the death of their citizens, and the compensation is to the tune of $38 million. It's a huge sum. And Pakistan is actually a beggar country. They say if we had the money we would give you, but we have no money. We have no money, and for that we have sent our finance minister, Dr. Shaukat Tarun, who actually incidentally is a Pashtun, just like Imran Khan Niazi. He is also a Pathan origin, born in Multan to an army doctor. Now he has gone to International Monetary Fund to talk with Christiana, who is the president of International Monetary Fund, who is a Bulgarian by nationality, and they want the tranche of $2 billion loan which IMF had said they would give to Pakistan if Pakistan showed their ability to repay it in time. How does a country show the ability to repay in time? Is by making sure its financial policies, its budgets, its taxes, everything is in order. So IMF had asked Pakistan to increase the rates of electricity, increase the rates of petrol and diesel, to increase the taxation level. Current taxation level is 11.5% of the GDP. They wanted it to be 13.5% of the GDP, because unless the government gets money, how will they repay? And Pakistan kept saying, we'll do this, we'll do this. The trouble is, if they increase these amounts, then the local populace becomes very unhappy. In fact, now itself Pakistan, some food riots are starting because the prices of everything are going over the roof. So this discussion is going on, and IMF has flatly refused to release a single dollar. So Pakistan has no money coming in now. They are looking for dollars. There is no dollars coming in. There is no dollars coming from any source. They also wanted the help to go to the Taliban was to be channelized through them so that they can pocket part of that help. European Union has said they have sanctioned $1.2 billion for humanitarian aid to the Talibani, to the Afghani people under Taliban, but they would give it directly to them. It won't go through Pakistan. So Pakistan has no money now. And on the top of it, China, their friend, who was actually, the friendship of China was described by Imran Khan as it is higher than Himalayas and deeper than the 7 oceans. That is what Imran Khan has said. That friend has put a debt mountain higher than Himalaya on the head of Pakistan so that they can push Pakistan into the deepest of the oceans down completely. Because in the CPEC project, which was a $67 billion project, $27 billion loan is on the head of Pakistan, and the repayment and that is given by China, and the repayment of that loan has started now. And again Pakistan is claiming they have no money. So what China has said, if you have no money, then give us Karachi port. This is the practice of China. Put small countries under debt mountains and then take away their natural assets in lieu of the payment of this loan. It is very difficult time for Pakistan as we talk now, and things are going on a very, very downward trajectory for them. Their budget is in shambles, their tax collection is in shambles, there is inflation all around the country, there is disturbances all around the country. Because of that, to allay the, distract their people from this, they have stepped up their activities of terrorist nature in Kashmir. Recently, you have seen a lot of Kashmiri terrorism has again taken a rebirth, and they are selectively killing people in Kashmir to create a divide between Hindus and Muslims in Kashmir. Indian government is taking very strong action. Only 2 days back, 11 terrorists were gunned down, and this operation is going on and on. Now, actually, on the line of action also, there is a lot of action going on. Indian artillery is bombarding Pakistani positions there, and the Home Minister of India, Amit Shah, has gone on record saying that Pakistan needs one more surgical strike. And Pakistani media is now really crying hoarse that don't let it be done, don't let the surgical strike be on Pakistan, because last 2 surgical strikes we couldn't do a thing. We just got hit and we kept quiet. And this is going to be even in the next surgical strike. There is not going to be any different than that. And India has already said that the place will be of our choosing, the timing will be of our choosing. You will simply have to receive this unless you stop these terrorist activities. Now some saner voices in Pakistan have started saying that we cannot fight India. India is too big for us. Indian economy is going strong. In fact, IMF itself has predicted Indian economy to grow at 9.5%, whereas Chinese economy is only to grow for 4% and American economy is to grow at 5% and so. So India is the fastest growing economy post-COVID. They cannot compete with us. Some saner voices in Pakistan are saying, don't do that, engage with India. But the funny thing is, there is a news in Pakistani media that Biden doesn't call Imran Khan, and when Imran Khan calls Narendra Modi, he doesn't pick the call. So they have painted themselves in a corner, and it is going to be very difficult days for them. Let us see what happens in future. Today, Shaukat Tarin, along with Yusuf Khan, who is the Secretary of Finance, had gone to Washington to discuss with IMF. IMF has refused, but Shaukat Tarin has come back and said, no, Yusuf Khan is still there. We are still working out the details. They are not going to refuse. He is trying to keep the hope alive. But if this money doesn't come, Pakistan has no money to pay for fuel, no money to pay for foreign things which they want, and nothing of there is being exported because of the FATF. The Financial Action Task Force has already put them on grey list, and looks like they will go into the black list because their Prime Minister himself is saying that we have supported Taliban, and Taliban is a terrorist outfit, the world knows. So this is the current situation, and it's going to turn more nastier. Pakistan will send more and more terrorists possibly into our country. Diwali season is approaching. We have to be very cautious. We have to be on guard, and probably Pakistan needs a lesson very soon. When the lesson will be taught, we don't know, but we are sure that this government doesn't only talk. When it needs to give a lesson, it gives a very, very strong lesson to Pakistan. We know about Uri's strike. we know about the airstrike because of Uri, we know about the Balakot because of Pulwama. Maybe something else is needed and something else is being designed in the higher corridors. There is going to be a conference held by NSA Ajit Doval, in which all the NSAs of different countries related to Afghanistan are going to come over. Things are in motion. I will be doing more and more videos on this subject as the things evolve. If you like this video, please share it with your friends and relations. Please subscribe to our channel. Please give us your comments, and if you are not pressed till now, please press the bell icon so that our latest videos are intimated to you immediately. Thank you.